Oh, sorry guys, I'm sitting here reading and I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna be late. Hi Mandy, hi Andalion, hi Bianca. How's your day today? It's Friday. Happy Halloween. You guys are gonna be, I think, really excited for my costume that I'm gonna post later. You guys will get a kick out of it, I think. How are you guys? What's new? What's new? I found some new documents today, and although there's a crap ton of them, I do still kind of want to go through them. Most of the pages are redacted, so um, it should be quick. I cannot be on here longer than an hour though, because I have stuff to do's today. Hey Bunny, long time no see. I didn't see you in the last one. Hey Christina. Mandy says she's going to the movies tonight. Oh my gosh, you are so cute. You couldn't miss your bestie. Mandy says she had to pick a later movie time, so she couldn't, so she wasn't gonna miss her bestie tonight. That's so sweet. Hey Carol, how are you? Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. We'll get started in just a second. We'll give it a little bit, a few minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so mad at myself. Like I could literally kick myself. So I took those few weeks off from YouTube, and when I went to put out my pre-recorded today, it made me realize that I messed up all of my algorithm. I'm so mad. So mad. I could just kick myself. So now I have to start from the beginning with the algorithm. Boo. Happy Halloween. Hey, are you guys dressing up for Halloween today? Anybody? No, yes, no, yes. Does anybody have any big plans? Hey, Fizzy. It's so funny because I saw that interview thing and I went to text both Fizzy and Christina like boop, 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 and both of you text me at the same time. I was like, oh, great minds think alike. Carol, happy birthday. Are you going to be 21? Now you can drink legally. Yay. Good for you. No, but happy birthday. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just start this part. We'll still give it a few minutes before we get deep into, but yes, happy birthday. But a lot of these pages are redacted, and so the way it pulls up, it won't let me zoom in. It won't let me get any closer. If I zoom in, it goes all the way to the right off the page. I don't know what's going on with it, but hopefully you guys can see it. So today there was a new doc drop for ISP, and it is all the forensic information. And so I just wanted to go through it. I've gotten through, it's really, really long. I've gotten through like maybe 10 pages. Most of the information we know. So I was just trying to see if there was anything different in here that we don't know. But as you see, it's all redacted. Most of this, we already know all this information. It's basically all the stuff they collected, all the swabs they did. I did see in here that they took, I didn't know that they took fingernail clippings from Ethan. I don't know why that like didn't stick with me. Hey, Witchy. Girl, me too. The thing is they're so unnecessary. So many of them are so unnecessary. It's like you guys are asking us to pay because you have to redact them, but you don't even have to redact them. You're just wasting your time. I don't understand. And I don't understand why they need each person that's asking for a FOIA to pay for it when you only have to do the work one time, right? You only go through the stuff and redact it one time. You don't have to go through it and redact it for every person that asks for it. It's so dumb. It makes me so angry. Redaction should be Time Magazine Person of the Year at this point. I could not agree more. Oh, man. It is. It's a money grab. Hey, MRM, how are you? You know, it seems like almost everything in this case is a money grab, though. Everything. All the way down to the memorial for them. Hey, welcome to this spot where you can think of your friends that are not alive anymore, but here's also a QR code. Scan it and give us some money. Like, what the heck? Everything is about money. It drives me nuts. All right, so I'm just gonna you guys can't really see it, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. I know you guys could probably go in and grab them on your own, but these are all just swabs. The swabs we already know. And then each page will have, it'll say something, and then the second page after that will have just like the victims' names and maybe a redaction or two. I paid that bill. Give me my FOIAs. Carol, you are not supposed to send other people money when it's your birthday, girlfriend. But thank you. I appreciate you. Happy Halloween. I'm going to leave that up for a second because it's not really blocking the way of anything. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate you so much. This one is, I can't even see it. Oh, these are the red fluid swabs from the entryway, the hallway, and the kitchen. So anybody who says there's no red fluid in the kitchen, they're lying. And I just want to make it clear that when I used to talk about the Amido Black, I didn't mean that it wasn't red fluid all over the kitchen. I just meant without the documented detailed information, I don't know what protein it's binding to. So I didn't want to come on here and be like, hey, it's red fluid and it's everywhere. I don't know. I don't have the detailed information on what, you know, the tests they did and stuff. So I don't know what protein it's binding to. But it obviously could be red fluid that was cleaned up. All right. You didn't miss anything yet, MRM. I found some new docs that dropped today in ISP's website. My back itches. And I just wanted to go through them quickly, though. There's so many of them. It seems like every other page just has the victims' names on it, you know, kind of to put it together in case it gets lost or ruined or what, you know, in the fridge and the fridge goes out. Anyway, so these are basically just the swabs that they did. It did just say that they took blood swabs from the kitchen, the hallway, and the entryway, which is kind of interesting, I suppose. Although this thing is so small, I have to move forward because I'm old and can't see. Okay, we got buccal swabs. We've got more buccal swabs. Now on these pages, it has where it's marked. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. I don't think you can. Well, where it's marked at the top, it says suspect, and then it has a redacted name. And then the next suspect, it says Brian Koberger. So I'm wondering who the original suspect was. And I'm really, really curious if it was Showalter or not. Or Kopacka. Oh my gosh. I would lose my freaking marbles if it was Kopacka. What do you guys think? Who do you think is the first suspect? They have it listed. The first one says suspect, and then it's redacted. And then the second name says suspect, and then it says Brian Koberger. Who do you guys think is suspect number one? I'm going to say Kopacka, only because of the timing with Showalter. That's it. Jack S. You think it's Jack S? I think it could be, but I just think of the timing. But it could be. We also know that they go back and edit their reports and put whatever the hell they want to in here to fit their narrative. So who knows? I'm going to keep scrolling while we chit chat. See, it says subject rather than suspect, and it's redacted. They got looks like a print from the kitchen window, a second print from the kitchen window, a third print from the kitchen window, a print from the sliding glass door, a print from the door lock, and a buckle from somebody. Buckle, 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 buckle. Empty beer can, backpack, empty beer can, second empty beer found on the vanity, which would probably be in Dylan's room, I would assume. We've got, oh, the blue powder found in Xana's room. They did a controlled substance analysis on it. I find him totally sus. Carol or anybody, tell me what is the number one thing that is super sus about Showalter. Oh, you're right. It was Cole. You're right. You're totally right. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You are totally right. It was Cole. We're all wrong. Thank you. So, what do you guys think is the most sus thing about Showalter? I say there's a lot of them, but I say the most sus thing about him is when he left the very next day and went to his parents' house, but then continued to call law enforcement like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. Like, buddy, do you have something on your mind or what? Cole Barenberg. So Cole Barenberg is the guy who was at the corner club with them. Now, he had classes with Maddie, and so Maddie would have been the only person he would have technically known, but they don't really know each other. And when Cole was at the corner club, he's the one who got kicked out for being inappropriate, for fighting, for running his mouth. He got kicked out of the corner club that night. And then I believe he is the person who walks up to the dumpster. I can't remember what view it is. When you're looking at the video footage where the camera shows there's a dumpster and then it's just a long street and there's houses on either side, and we see somebody walk up to it with like their phone, a cigarette, they look in the dumpster and they walk away. I believe that's Cole Barenberg. Now, the reason a lot of people hey Lucy, the reason a lot of people think it was Cole is because of the things that went on previous in the night, but I want to say they thought he was excluded. Sorry, he was also excluded from the DNA under Maddie's nails. But in a nutshell, that is Cole Barenberg. He was there that night. He was acting sus. He was being violent. He was saying things and doing things and touching people and whatever. So a lot of people thought it was Cole Barenberg. Oh, Fizzy texts me her Halloween costume. Okay, so we're just gonna scroll. I'm not gonna read every bit of this. It's so much information, but if I see something real quick that grabs my eye, I don't even know if I'm gonna continue doing this because I can't even see it. I might have to re-download it and upload it a different way so it gets bigger and you guys can see it. Here, let me take this off. Sorry, guys. Oh, Hunter, that's interesting. That is an interesting thought, especially because we know what time his vehicle pulls up and the fact that he was standing outside with 2 phones. I got 2 phones. That's so funny, Fizzy. Thank you. All right. We have, they took Band-Aids from Brian Koberger's house in Pennsylvania, earplugs, wrappers, nail clippings, all from Pennsylvania. All of these are from Pennsylvania. Dunkin' Donut cup, Q-tips, flossers, napkins. Wait. Oh, never mind. I suppose I was going to say, why didn't they use the floss instead of the Q-tip for Brian Koberger's dad? But I suppose it could have been a flosser from like his mom or sister or something too. Water bottles they took, popsicle sticks, all from Brian Koberger's house. Well, wait, what the heck? Brian's on here twice as a suspect. They really wanted him to be it. Let's see. Prints, hair in Brian Koberger's drain. Oh my gosh, stuff from the car. I mean, they took swabs everywhere in his car. Buckle swabs from Brian. Floor mat from his vehicle. I just can't understand how these people would literally tear apart his entire car, and in every single spot that you would think DNA would be after committing a crime, you know, you touch things like the mirror or the seat belt or even the gas pedal, stuff like that. Not one iota of DNA was found in his car. And we know he didn't clean it. So I just think that's crazy that there's just no way he drove that car to a crime scene and didn't have a lick of DNA in there. You will never convince me of that. That's crazy. That is like literally impossible. Literally. All right. All right. I want to watch this interview. I just wanted to show you that these documents are out here. They're on ISP's website if you want to go look at them. I'm going to dig through all of these this weekend and see if I can find anything interesting, which I'll make something interesting. All right. Let's look at this. We have an interview with Jenna Mcclure. Maybe. Yes, we do. Okay. We have an interview with Jenna. It's so short. It's like 5 minutes long. There's not much to it, but she does say two things that I think are a little bit interesting. And then we'll chit chat for a minute. Hi, Steven. Oh, you're having connection problems again? I was having it before I even logged on. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Yes, honey, this is Connor's. If you want to throw his page up in the chat or channel. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, go. You hear it? Well, I guess I'm not in there yet. Can you hear this? It's nothing. Thank you, Bianca.
Listen, please.
Hold on. So anybody who doesn't know, this is Jenna Mcclure. This is one of, I believe, Bethany's friends. And Bethany is now engaged to her brother. What's his name? Jack Mcclure. Too many Jacks and Johns. They should have come up with better character names.
All right. So what's your first name? What's your middle initial?
There's definitely something wrong going on here. Of course.
Okay.
We got
What's your date
it.
of birth?
2003.
And what's a good phone number for you? And what's a good address for you?
It's funny you say that, Stephen, because I'm so mad at myself. I messed up my own algorithm with my pre-recorded videos when I took that time off. Now my videos aren't being pushed at all. It's all right. We'll get back there.
Okay. So what do you know?
So I texted back this
Hold
morning.
on. Is this Maori? What an idiot. I cannot stand him. So what do you know? Oh my gosh, he's such an idiot. And it's funny that he makes that statement first in this interview because he sat on the stand in a hearing and every answer he had was, oh no, oh no, oh no. Where'd you put this document? Oh no. Where'd you put this video? Oh no. Where'd you get this video from? I don't know. Drives me nuts.
When I woke up to ask her to, I just asked her if she was awake because I wanted to get coffee or something. And she called me about an hour later and said, hey, like we're kind of, me and Dad are like in my room right now. Like the rest of our roommates aren't answering. They're just kind of freaked out. And I heard Dad on the phone in the background, like talking to someone saying like, I saw somebody or something, and I just didn't know what was going on. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Like, I'm concerned for you guys. Like, do you guys want me to come pick you up? And she was like, honestly, yeah, like, can you just come over? And I was like, sure. And I was driving there.
So Dylan and Bethany both, instead of calling a man to come over or a guy or a boy or somebody that could be helpful, they called their female friends because they're scared. Like, these are the two crappiest friends in the whole freaking world.
And she texted me and said, also on the way just to check things out.
Okay.
And then right when I pulled up, I'm pretty sure I rolled in right as the police were behind me.
Okay.
So I parked to the side, like kind of near, like in front of the house. And then the police Okay.
What time did you
That she was awake or
Yeah.
that I was coming?
Yeah, first time you texted her.
I texted her, you awake at 11:20.
Okay. Was that using just Messenger?
It was iMessage.
Okay. It's two people that are actually using the native text. Thank you.
Yes,
For using
my
Snapchat. Thank you. And then what time did she reply?
I'm trying to see the time that she called me.
I think if you slide it to the left, try to slide it to show it.
Oh, okay, so she called me at 11:49.
Okay.
So that was when we were talking.
And that's when she said, hey, yeah, I want you to come get me.
Yeah, actually she was like, hold on one sec, and hung up before she asked to come get me.
Okay.
And then she texted me.
Okay, so at first, Dylan and Bethany, technically it was Bethany, she was the one that was on the phone with Jenna because that's her friend. She at first didn't say, hey, come over, I need your help, we're scared, whatever. She said, come get us. Girl, you've got all these people in your house, you know something happened, you waited 9 hours to call 911, but before you called 911, you called for somebody to come pick you up. Not only did they leave Xana on the floor, they were going to leave altogether. Honestly, who says that they didn't? But that is wild. These are the worst people ever.
At 11:15 said one sec, and then at the same time I said, you guys want me to come get you? And then she said yes.
Okay. Did you attend the party last night at all?
No.
Okay.
I was at a different party, and I actually came over to that party. Later in the night. With me too at one point too.
Okay.
She went to but they both ended up at my party at some point.
So did you leave the party before or after that your party?
My party, I was there the whole time. She left before me.
What time did you leave roughly?
Let me look. I can also tell you when she left because she was also there.
Exactly.
I'd say around 1 a.m.
Okay.
Fizzy makes a good point. This is what you get when you put out shows like Pretty Little Liars and Vampire Diaries, who never utilize the help of older adults. Yep. Like, this literally could have been an episode of Vampire Diaries. Not that I watch it, but...
What time did
left at like 12:30. Yeah, it was like 12:30. And I was actually about to leave with her, and then I decided to stay.
Okay.
And I knew she was going home.
Okay. So from the time that
Well, Viv, you're right. The blurred out faces are ridiculous, but somebody had made a point to me, and I'm not sure if you caught it or not. I mentioned it a couple of times in the last few videos that somebody reached out to me and said, hey, have you ever thought that maybe their faces are redacted because what they're saying and like what we're hearing is not matching what they're actually saying? Like, you know, if we could see their mouth move, it wouldn't add up to what they're saying. And I thought that was a good point because it's totally possible, especially in this case.
didn't hear anything from anybody? Okay.
No, she just came up to me and she was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. And then I hugged her goodbye and she left.
So obviously you know or
Yes.
yeah. Do you know Maddie and
Yes.
all them?
Yes.
And are you in a sorority?
I'm with Dylan and Bethany and Bye.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
And I know Xana and Maddie because they were in Pine. And then I met Kaylee just because she's their roommate.
And then there's also
She is, yeah.
Okay. And I apologize. Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee?
What about them?
Are they all the same story?
Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee dropped the. So Xana and Maddie were both in but they dropped.
Okay.
Kaylee was in and she dropped. So they were all dropouts. They weren't in a sorority.
Okay.
So all of them had dropped out. The only two that hadn't were the two surviving roommates. I always thought it could be a coincidence, right? Of course. But I just find it strange that everybody else had dropped out of their sororities except for the two that survived. Every person who passed away had police contact except for the two that survived. Like, there's a pattern here.
Or they are.
Sorry, Bronx is sitting right here on the couch. He saw the neighbor outside, so he got excited. He doesn't usually make an appearance on lives, except for he did last time. But I don't know. I might be able to get him over here in a little bit.
Okay, for somebody who doesn't understand the whole sorority fraternity world, why would you drop out?
Money issues, or just not liking, like, the girls telling you what to do all the time. Okay. I guess that's their kind of issue, I think it was.
I want to say one of the biggest issues with the sorority and them dropping out is because, it was COVID and they were still making them pay all their dues and rent and everything else. Heck, I'd drop out too. I'm not paying for a place where, you know what I mean? I'm not utilizing anything. Absolutely not. And then I guess the girls at the sororities got mad because they weren't paying. I wouldn't either. Be mad. Bye. Hey, Birdie. Birdie.
There's girls in the house that are like a part of leadership, and so they'll be like the executive board kind of just telling you what to do, and they probably didn't really like it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thought that was what college was about, was not having to be bossed around.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. But you are still in?
I am.
Okay.
I live
and is?
Is. Yes.
And is?
Yes.
Okay.
And
why would somebody not live on business right or not live?
You can get granted live out if you're a sophomore or up.
Okay.
For Beth, it was
Thank you, Bianca. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
just like money issues, and she just wanted her own space, and same with Dan.
Okay.
And Maddie is like sorority big, and so it was like perfect for Beth to like move into her house.
Maddie was?
Yeah.
Got it.
Hey, Birdie, while I have you in here, I just want to make a point that watching you and Detective Mallory's banter back and forth is like the highlight of YouTube. That cracks me the heck up. That and UFO dog. So fun. And Death 8, of course.
So what year were Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee? What year of school?
Xana's a year above me. She was a junior. And I believe Kaylee was a senior, and I know Maddie was a senior. I know for sure Maddie was a senior. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Kaylee was a senior too.
Okay. So Maddie was a senior, so
Bethany's a sophomore, and so is
Okay.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we will not ever, I don't think, be getting interviews like this with either of the Chapins. I believe they put something in to make sure that didn't ever go out, like an invasion of privacy thing. So I don't think we'll see those.
Okay. So is there anything that's been going weird with people talking, people showing up?
At the house, like the house
at all. Yep.
I mean, I know that Kaylee, like a month ago, saw like a dark figure staring at her in the woods when she took her dog Murphy out to go pee, and I don't know, their apartment's always giving me like bad vibes, and we always we didn't joke about there being like a stalker, but we were like, seriously.
Birdie, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Detective Mallory will never touch my mother. I cannot with you guys. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad for that.
Like, there's been countless times that we've been like just scared because like we hear things or.
And that's just at the house itself?
No, that's the house on Kings Road.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kaylee was upstairs. Yeah, she's on the 3rd floor, right? And you said that was about a month ago that she said that something weird
I
happened?
believe it was like a month ago, yeah.
Okay. Nothing else as far as text messages, social media, nothing that's
No, not that.
getting the girls. Any problems between the sisters?
That live at the house or
Just in general.
No, not at the apartment, no.
Okay.
They're all like best friends. Same with, there's no real big problem.
Nobody stole somebody's boyfriend or ate somebody's cookies or?
I mean, probably, but can't think of
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. Fair enough.
Good job today.
Nothing major.
Okay. Anything else you can think of that I should need to know? Just weird, out of place?
I mean, I was curious of how the person got in, but then.
She said she was curious of how the person got in there.
I mean, sometimes their door doesn't lock all the way. They have a code to get in. Sometimes I just open it and it opens.
Okay. Did you know the code to get in?
I do,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that something common for the friends to know?
I was supposed to move in.
Speaking of the doors, so we heard recently, right, that when Molly dropped off the food, she did take a picture. Now, I'm not sure if she dropped it off in the front or in the back yet. I have no idea because I don't think we really got to the bottom of that yet, have we? But what I find interesting is the reason I think we are not ever going to see a picture of the DoorDash food is because it would give us way too much information. It would tell us if the door was open or closed. It would tell us if the lights are on. I mean, it could tell us a lot of different things. So I think we won't see the DoorDash picture. And that's probably why, because the house and everything would be in the background of the picture. If not just the front door, but still, we could get some information from that picture. And I think that's why they're not giving it to us, especially if she put the bag in the back. Oh, another thing with that I wanted to say is, you know how we've been questioning if the DoorDash order was ordered from Ethan's phone or Xana's phone, because we know Ethan's phone was found next to Xana, right? So if she placed the order with Ethan's phone and it was on Ethan's account, then why was Xana's name on the bag is what I've been questioning and saying. And I found out from Molly's interview, she specifically said there was no information in the direction section of the order, you know, where you would say, hey, leave it at the back door or whatever. I figured to get Xana's name on there, you would have to write in the description section and say, put Xana's name on there. Who would do that, number one? But it's Molly said that there was no information, not a word, not a letter, not a period in the description section of the order for DoorDash. So if it was made off Ethan's phone from his account, then how would they get Xana's name on there? Because she did not put it on there.
That semester or next year. So I've just been like basically living there.
Okay.
So yeah, I just knew the code because I'm really close with them. And one of my other close friends knows it, but I don't know about anyone else. But yeah, sometimes I'll just go in. There's like a party happening and it's just like unlocked.
Right.
So
Sure. That makes sense.
yeah.
It sounds like there's a door off of the, so you were going to move
Yeah.
in next month?
So I was trying to get a live out granted for this upcoming semester. Usually you can't do that, but I know I did that last year, so I was going to try to do that.
I'm with you.
But I was for sure going to move in next year.
With the, so there's the front door that's got the.
We're going to talk about Molly a little bit more because I have more points that I want to talk about with her interview and the things she said. But you are absolutely spot on, Spotty Ash, because what are the odds that one single person is involved in 3 deaths in a 10-year period? What are the odds of that? Because that's really strange to me. I mean, that's kind of like, that doesn't even happen to everybody, you know, one time in a lifetime. And she had it happen 3 times. Like, girl, what are you doing? Whatever you're doing, I'd stop it. But you're absolutely right. Not a coincidence. I don't think so either. I think she walked in front of the 11-12 camera on purpose. I think she was, you know, I think all of this was orchestrated, right? And I think she purposely walked in front of that camera and at the time that she did so it could kick off the narrative. That's what I think.
Keypad.
Yeah.
The back door from the kitchen.
The sliding one?
Yeah. Does that usually locked or unlocked?
I've never really tried, but I know they're very cautious about that stuff, so they lock it.
Okay.
But I mean, a night out, I don't know if they would have, you know.
When everybody's coming back from a party?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's always locked, but
okay.
They have their trash can out there to the side.
Do you have Brian Kohlberger's picture as your picture?
Of the sliding glass door, so maybe they just leave it unlocked because you just open it and throw it away. But I don't know about like the nighttime if they would have locked it or not.
You bet. Okay. Where's Murphy?
You're on furlough in my chat. Thank you. Oh man.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Well, I watched them take him out.
Okay.
I don't know where.
And that was more of a just piecing everything together and crap the dog somewhere.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute. She watched them take Murphy out. Is she talking about Bethany and Maddie, or is she talking about the officers taking him out of the house?
Okay. All right. Anything else that you can think of?
I don't think so.
Okay. Usually in any kind of traumatic experience, even if you're not there, you know these people, this is going to hit you hard. You might think of something later on down the road. It'll pop up when you're looking at a Happy Meal or French fries or something weird, and it just will hit.
Yeah.
What is with him and French fries? I feel like he's sending us a secret message. This is not the first time that French fries has been said.
Don't hesitate to call us and just ask.
Okay.
You guys also have the CTC on campus, right? The Crisis Trauma Center, or what it is. I think that's what the initials are. Highly recommend you reach out to them, even if it's just to get the number and have it. This is not normal. This is not something that normal people should have to go through. So I would say reach out even when you don't think you need it.
I love when Lucy pops in here because she'll give me one little tidbit of information that I either flew past my head or I just didn't know. So thank you, girlfriend.
Because that will help stem some of the things that might happen, the sleeplessness, you can get upset stomach, you can get all of that kind of stuff, and it's just not worth it.
Right.
So don't try to power through things. This might be my point. As a cop, I've seen really bad things, and I've tried to be the macho guy, and it doesn't work. So ask for help before you think you need it. Anybody out there that still needs to be interviewed that you think that needs to be talked to sooner than later?
No more people that I know needs to be.
Okay.
I don't know if he's been. He might have just walked by.
Okay.
I don't know if he's been interviewed.
Well, what I'll do is we'll go back out and you can point, because instead of me just saying, hey, who's...
Yeah, I'll ask who has
I think that's it for this. So I'm just going to remove it. But so we missed something in there, or I missed something in there when I was flapping my freaking yapper. She said that she lived there, or she said she basically lived at 1122. So does that mean she's the sixth roommate? I know some people are looking into it right now, like who really was the sixth roommate? Like, I think people are getting irritated and really trying to get to the bottom of some of these questions instead of just like digging a little bit and then giving up. Like, we're really getting down to the nitty gritty here with getting some of these answers. But she did say, I basically lived there. Does that mean that we have now found our sixth roommate? Let's keep in mind that Bethany is engaged to her brother. So she was close. And that's probably how Bethany met her brother. All right. I'm going to get to a couple of the points that I had regarding Molly, because I wanted to talk about a few more things. Let's see. It's weird to me that almost every single person that was interviewed said, oh, this is the quietest night that we've had in a long time. It's so quiet. It's so quiet, blah, blah. But we have the videos. We have the Linda Lane footage and the 1112 foot, like, especially at the times, if you go and watch the 1112 footage, right before Molly pulls in, it starts getting really loud outside. So I don't know how all these people are saying it was so quiet. It was so quiet. No, it wasn't. At 1 o'clock, you've got people screaming and stuff all over the place. So much so that many people looking into this case think that's when the unalivings happened because it was so loud. I don't know how all these people are like, nope, it was quiet. That was all. So yeah, we talked about that. DoorDash. Oh, another reason that we know that the white car, the car they think is Brian's, is not Brian's, because if you go back and you time everything out, and I'm pretty sure Pav has done this already, and possibly Mark B. Mark B is really good with doing the cars and the timings and the headlights. They've already proven that the car Molly saw is absolutely not Brian Koberger. It is the undercover cop car, and it's 100% proven. And they even show everything, you know, with the headlights, whether there's a glare on the windows in that one house. I think it's 1119 maybe, where you can see the glare of the headlights. You can see the glare of the brake lights in the windows in the second story and on the first floor. All that timed out, and where you see headlights and when you don't see headlights, it shows you that it's absolutely the undercover cop car. So I really find it interesting that the officers went and tested their own vehicle. What's also interesting is the vehicle they chose to test was not a white vehicle. It was a silver vehicle. And now I'm wondering if they did that on purpose to be manipulative, to say, oh, well, we tested our vehicle just because we wanted to see what it looked like in the lighting, and it wasn't our vehicle. Well, you didn't even use the same color vehicle that you're saying that the vehicle is the same color. You're saying silver, and then you're saying the other one is white. So why would that even, I don't know. Yeah, and yeah, of course, she saw, thank you, Tattoo Gal. Hello, how are you? Hey, Wonkin, Yunkin, Tonkin. How are you? Ah. Payne says the undercover car looked tan under the streetlights, and Molly says the car is tan. Yep. I'm surprised they even went with it and said that the vehicle looked tan in the streetlights. I'm surprised they even said that. I mean, we already know timing wise, we already know with looking at the headlights and the reflection of the headlights, we know with what Molly said, because the description of the driver matches the description of the officer. We know the only reason she saw one person is because Rosie was leaned back in his seat, and it's on his own body cam that he shows he's leaned back in the seat, and that's why she only saw one person. And then the fact that Molly says that he was wearing light colored clothing, well, Brian Koberger, you want to say, is wearing black, so it couldn't be him. So I'm not really sure how they how they still went forward trying to connect Brian Koberger to this crime. It was never going to trial. And if it did, he would have walked, no doubt. So technically, what were they going to talk about for 3 months? Because now you just, the car information, you can't say that that's his car or him in the car. So now all you have is the DNA on the knife sheath that's less than the amount that what you would get from a secondary transfer. So what the heck were they going to talk about for 3 months? That's what I want to know. That is what I want to know. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to say, everything is alleged in our opinion only. I guess I'm a little late. Someone please tell me whose brother Bethany is marrying. Bethany is marrying Jenna Mcclure's brother, and I believe his name is Jack Mcclure. That's who. That is who. And Jenna is the interview we just watched, where she says that she was basically living there. So I'm just going to assume she's the sixth roommate. And, oh, get this. And the purplish, bluish color Toyota RAV4 that we see out in the, parked on the street that everyone says is Bethany's car, it's not. That's Jenna's car. She said that that was her car. Is it Matt McClure? Why did I think it was Jack? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. This whole town is a mess, just a mess. We also know now with Molly's information that the PCA, we already knew the PCA was messed up. We already knew that they just made crap up in there. That's what I wanted to do actually while I'm here. Let me see if I can pull it up really fast. What is this? Okay, I don't want this. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up super fast. I want to read the supplemental report for the DoorDash. That's what I want to read. So Payne interviewed Molly, and Payne wrote a report on interviewing Molly. Hey, where'd it go? 1 minute. 1 minute. How do I get this up here? That's not gonna work. Maybe not. It's not gonna let me share it, I don't think. It's okay. I'll read it to you. You're welcome. I'm just kidding. Basically, it just says, I'll just read it to you really quick. It's a short one. It's not long at all. So Payne says, at approximately 1,700 hours on 11/24, I took the MPD school car, a silver Ford Fusion, and drove the route of the suspect vehicle. I drove 2 separate routes in front of the camera located at Ridge Road, once westbound on Lauder Avenue and then twice on Ridge Road, southbound and northbound. I advised the command post of the times of these runs and requested the video from the point of contact at Ridge Road in order to compare the color of the test vehicle to that of the suspect vehicle. Once I completed these runs, I drove to 1122 King Road and walked the route Molly McMichael stated she took while on foot near the house on 11/13. I also parked the MPD school car on Queen Road, immediately to the east of 1122 King Road, in order to observe the effects of the orange-tinted street lights located in the area. The lights appeared to make the silver vehicle look tanner in color than it would under white street lights. I also walked down and spoke to Officer Tesdahl, who was providing scene security at the time. I spoke to Officer Tesdahl for a moment and then began to walk back to my patrol vehicle. As I did so, I noticed a black glove laying in the parking lot. And we know now that this black glove thing, this report that Payne made, this is the report Payne lied in about the black glove as well. It all ties together. All their bullcrap ties together. Black glove laying in the parking lot approximately 25 feet from the front door. The glove was laying palm up, appeared to have been laying in the spot for a couple of days as it did not have any snow on it. I nudged the glove with the toe of my boot and found it was frozen to the ground. I asked Officer Tesdahl for rubber gloves and his flashlight. Upon further examination, there appeared to be a dark fluid-like substance on the glove. This substance's color and consistency was consistent with dried red fluid. Officer Tesdahl provided me with an evidence bag and I collected the glove as evidence. The glove is a Polar Penguin brand with a rubberized palm and fingers. This type of glove is often used for concrete work. I brought the glove back to MPD and booked it into MPD evidence for submission to the state lab. That's it. I find it interesting still, and I know we've talked about this, but I find it interesting still that he refers to this glove as a glove used for concrete work because it always fit with Pav's theory, right, of the concrete worker guys being involved. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a concrete worker, but that part did tie in for him with the concrete people. Who are those people like Slocum and is it Bailey? Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to ask you guys, Who do you think, where did I put it? I want you guys to put a number in the chat, but 1 second, let me grab my notebook. Or never mind, it's right here. Okay, I want you guys to put a number in the chat. Who do you guys think the female in the window was that Molly saw with the long, dark hair? Do you guys put a 1 in the chat if you think it's Xana? Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's Olivia. Put a 3 in the chat if you think it's Emma Bailey. And put a 4 in the chat if you think it's maybe Dylan, even though she didn't have brown hair, but if her hair was wet and she had just washed it, it would look brown or light brown. So who do you guys think Molly saw in the window? 1 is Xana, 2 is Olivia, 3 is Emma Bailey, and 4 is Dylan or anybody else. You can put your own person in there if you want. Now, I find it interesting that Molly said she thought the person looked like one of the sisters, especially because on the 911 call, a lot of people think they hear Steve G's voice on there. So it being Olivia could also fit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, you know what I mean? All right, we've got 3, 3, 4, 1, 3, 3, 3 or 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1 or 3. Gosh, I don't know. I feel like it's 3. I'm going to be honest. Or there you go. Yep, 5. Other female perp. That's why they ducked. I put that in a pre-recorded a couple months, maybe a month ago or 2 months ago. I was like, why does it have to be a person that they know? Why can't that be one of the suspects? That's why we have unknown female DNA as well. I'm going to agree with you, Andeline. I'm going to say 5. It was a female perp. That's what I say. Where'd my lip gloss go? My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. I think she was pregnant at the time. Yep, you're right. Yep. Wait, what did Tattoo say? She says, dunno. She lies. We can answer it like Maori does. I don't know. I don't know. Excellent point. Excellent point. No, they didn't. And you think they would, right? Oh, I can't stand this investigation. This wasn't even an investigation. I mean, I think it's getting clearer and clearer to me, at least, that they didn't investigate at all. There wasn't an investigation. There was never going to be a trial. They already had all of this figured out, and they knew who the patsy was going to be. And I think at first it was going to be Kopaka. And then they had to switch to Brian Koberger. But no, they didn't. They didn't test that. And why would you not, especially when the victims you find have no undergarments on, but yet you've got some in the street and you've got noises at about 1 a.m. that sound like somebody's being unalived outside. Murphy goes outside and is barking at somebody outside and running away. Barking at a person. Like, come on. You didn't. Ugh. Hi, Jeff H. How are ya? TGIF, happy Halloween. Hey, what are you guys dressing up for today? Oh, that's why they were knocking on my door. Oh my God, I'm slow, sorry. It's trick-or-treating time. I'm like, why are these people knocking on my door? Go away. Wasn't the black jacket just left on the side of the road once the cops came across it? Yes, they did. They picked up the black jacket. They checked the pockets, nothing was in there, and then they put it back down. Why would you not pick that stuff up? The black bag that was in the backyard, they left it there for how long? For heaven's sake and crying out loud, they left the red fluid on the side of the house. They didn't even clean it up. Isn't that a biohazard? Like, my goodness. 1 second. No, Fizzy, where? 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 Jeff says, we were just watching the light bulb camera and observing the Elantra, seeming to be observing the whereabouts of Molly, waiting for her to leave. With her, maybe? Could be. I mean, yeah, obviously it could be waiting on her to leave or whatever, or, you know, just scoping to see what each vehicle in the area is doing, or they could be connected. Or, so here's my thing. Molly says herself that one of her deliveries that she was taking food to was texting her, not messaging her in any other way, but specifically texting her, what's your ETA? How long are you going to be? Where are you at? Blah, blah. First of all, why do they have Molly's phone, like, phone number to text? And what type of person texts their DoorDash driver over and over looking for where they're at? ETA, over and over and over. To me, that sounds like somebody waiting for rugs. Could the person in the vehicle be waiting for Molly because they know she has rugs? Maybe they were supposed to meet her there. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the undercover vehicle watching Molly because they know she's selling rugs. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe, right? Whoops. Oh. Oh my gosh, you guys. On the phone, you give them your phone number? Huh? Exactly. Hello and welcome. Happy Halloween. You think so? Oh, wait. You think so, Translucent? Translucent says the FBI are investigating Olivia. I feel like a lot of people in the Idaho case just don't bother reading comments. Huh. No, I read all of my comments, girlfriend, because I want to know the truth. And a lot of people have really great things to say, honestly. Oh, no. Let me see. 1 second, guys. I just got an email for something to possibly share with you guys. Dang it. I deleted my Gmail on accident. I suck at life. Darn it anyway. Are they? I think they are. No, freshmen. They're freshmen, right? They were freshmen going to be sophomores or something. I think they're freshmen. I would love to know the contact Dylan added in her phone at 3:51 a.m. Maybe Molly? Maybe. Maybe. You know what I would love to know? I would love to know why neither Dylan or Bethany have sent a message back to Olivia or anybody in the families to this day. They have not even responded to a message. Why? Oh, and the fact that Molly switched her phone, got a new phone after all this happened. Interesting. Interesting. Hi. Hi, Hazel's mom. I'm so glad you caught a live. I think you said your work schedule messes with your time and can't get onto a live very often, right? Something like that, right? I think I remember. But it is so good to see you here. All right, guys, I have 1 minute and I have to get up and go. The store is calling my name. Oh, Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That would be great. That would be great. I hope they are too. I hope she gets a taste of her own medicine. Karma's a mugga sucker. Oh, that's right. Because I remember responding to your message, your comment. I remember ya. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. We didn't do a whole heck of a lot of stuff today, but it is Halloween. I wanted to talk to you guys and see your faces. Let's see, Jeff, what did you say? Molly's car seen leaving on light bulb cam. Elantra is coming into neighborhood at 4:05. It's not the Elantra. It's a Ford Fusion. I paid that bill. We truly are best friends. Oh my God. The same time. Hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right. Yes. Happy Halloween to every single person out here. Be careful if you're still going to go out trick or treating. Thank you so much to Carol and Bianca and Birdie and Detective Mowry. Birdie's over here paying people to try and beat up Detective Mowry so he doesn't touch his mother. And Stephen, thank you guys so much. I haven't, Bianca, yet. I deleted my Gmail account on accident. Now I have to put it back on tonight because Fizzy just sent me an email and I really want to look at it. So I'm gonna re-download my Gmail app. I need it anyways, obviously, for this stuff, but I'm gonna re-download it and I'm gonna get my ringtone and the picture that Fizzy sent me. So shut up. Go home. All right, guys. Okay, Mandy, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, I promise. All right, Fizzy, Carol, Steven, Jeff, Mandy, everybody. My dog is growling. Corey, Tattoo Gal, and Lizzie, and I'm not going to say all the names. Psycho Stench. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Do something nice for yourself. Be kind, but more importantly, be kind to your animals. Everybody have a wonderful Halloween and a safe weekend. I almost said Thanksgiving. I promise I did. Okay. Bye, guys. It's time for me to go. I'm out. And I paid that bill.